Thank you very much, Ken, and good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to Comiskey Park. Boyd Bannister, a record of 13-10, making his 29th start of the year, as he will face Henderson, Allman, and Heath, finishing up his warm-up tosses. The Sox defense will have Law at third, Dobzinski at short, Cruz at second, and Peshorik at first. They have Kittle in left, Law in center, Baines in right, and the battery of Carlton Fisk and left-hander Floyd Bannister. 10-1 since the All-Star break, so he has really turned things around and done a whale of a job. As Ken mentioned, a big crowd on hand this afternoon. And, of course, they will break the all-time Chicago record. They only needed 3,784 to do that. Well, they have got a capacity crowd here, and a good crowd, and you know it's going to be an enthusiastic one. As home plate umpire Larry McCoy gets a fresh batch of baseballs from the ball boy. Ricky Henderson makes his way to home plate, and we're about ready to go. The Sox, of course, have a good chance of hitting the 2 million mark in attendance this year with 14 home dates remaining, including today's game. The Sox are just 328,851 short of the 2 million mark. They need an average of just 23,489 per date to reach that plateau. Now, Ricky Henderson steps in. The Oakland A's, decked out in their white pants, their gold tops, green numbers, green lettering. Henderson hitting an even 300 with 7 home runs and 41 RBIs on the year. Clete Boyer coaching over at third, and Jackie Moore at first, as Bannister checks the signs with Fisk. Now the left-hander rocks into motion, and we're underway. Fastball just inside. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Now the fans here have seen the San Diego chicken as he came out of the birthday cake for Ribby and Rhubarb, but then just mingled around with the kids who are on the field and moved down into the Oakland dugout. And he will be making his appearance very shortly. Anderson second in the American League with a .419 on-base percentage as he fouls the next pitch back, and the count moves on to 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Good play by a fan off to our right. One and 2 to Ricky Henderson. On deck, Billy Allman. Infield straightaway, the outfield lost slightly in right center as Bannister comes back, and there's a drive down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit and more. Baines over, bounces into a spectator's hand, so that is a ground rule double. And a break right there for the Sox. Henderson at great speed, 93 stolen bases thus far in 83. Of course, last year breaking the all-time Major League record. That may have been a 3-base hit. Now Henderson stands at second base, and Billy Allman will stand in. On deck, Mike Heath, the catcher. Now Henderson at second. Allman having a good year for the A's, hitting .284 with 4 home runs, 56 RBIs. Carlton Fisk pointing down the right field line. It appears that something is on the field. Harold Baines will go over, pick it up. And he throws it way back up into the second deck, hits a girder, and bounces back onto the field. He hit a filler. Now he picks it up and throws it in the lower deck, and we're ready to go. Oh, Harold's got the fans out there in right field. A little excited already. Now Billy Allman stands in as Bannister reads the signs of Fisk. Now ready to go to work from the belt, delivers to Allman, and the breaking pitch in and over. 0-1 the count. Indeed, a good crowd on hand. Bannister again from the stretch. checks Henderson, and the pitch, a curveball just outside. Dubzinski had a good shot at Henderson right there. Bannister didn't pick him up. 1-1 the count.
Now, the Dipper out of position when he delivered the pitch to home plate. Now, the slow curveball, unfortunately, missed outside.
Bannister again ready, and again Dubzinski out of position, and Bannister pitches. So that's 2 in a row. Allman going through the fastball, the count 1-2. Thing is, instead of using that daylight play, if that's what you're going to use, put on a pickoff sign with the pitcher so he knows you're going to do something.
Just looking at Eddie Brinkman down in the dugout, and he's a little upset, which he should be.
They got a pat chance at him, and they get him.
Good play by Dubzinski right there, blocking the base from Ricky Henderson. Boy, he snuck in behind him 3 times in a row, 2 times out of position right here. In front of the bag, Henderson started to make a slide, did not, and he just put the tag on him.
So there's one gone on a good 1-6 pickoff play. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Billy Allman. So the double, as of now, goes for naught for the Oakland A's. Bannister from the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, strike 3.
And again, you don't like to see fan interference, but in that particular case right there, certainly a break for the Sox. That strikeout pitch right to Allman was a curveball down and in, took just a little something off, so Bannister with his first punch out of the afternoon.
So there's 2 gone, and that'll bring on the catcher, Mike Heath, hitting .292, 4 home runs, and 27 RBIs. Bannister kicks and delivers a strike with a fastball. 0-1 the count. On deck, Davy Lopes. The White Sox have a 4-3 edge over the Oakland A's this year as Bannister comes back, and a comebacker on a big hop. Bannister goes to Bishorik, and the side is retired. So the A's are gone. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. After the first half inning of play, it's Oakland nothing, and the Sox coming up.
Bring out your best. The true measure of the best doesn't come from a moment. Bring out your best. It comes over time, when a goal that had been set is finally realized. But why the light? Taking the time to do all that's necessary, and more. It's a commitment, like the commitment to quality that led to the brewing of Budweiser Light. A light beer with a clean, distinctive taste worthy of the king of beers.
Bring out your best.
Budweiser Light.
Bring out your best.
Budweiser Light.
Bring out your best.
Budweiser Light. The best never comes easy. That's why there's nothing else like it.
Budweiser.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
The trees and shrubs that beautify your home can also damage it when their roots penetrate sewage pipes. But Aerobic Root Killer from True Value Hardware stores can clear them away and keep them away. Hi, Pat Summerall to tell you it destroys roots where they enter and prevents regrowth. Then minimize septic tank maintenance with Aerobic Septic Tank Treatment that breaks down wastes to prevent clogging. Both non-caustic Aerobic formulas protect your home for a full year, and they're available at participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers.
As we go to the bottom of the first inning, left-hander Tim Conroy on the mound taking his warm-up tosses. And he will face Law, Fisk, and Pashorik in that order. A reminder that our big payoff inning this afternoon, inning number 8. Conroy making his 14th start of the year, a record of 6 and 7. The A's defense will have Allman at third, Hill at short, Lopes at second, Meyer at first. The outfield of Henderson in left, Murphy in center, and Davis in right. And the battery of Heath and Conroy. watch me for. A good crowd on hand. A lot of groups here this afternoon. Groups from Rosary College and River Forest, Sidex Home Improvement Group, St. June and Midway Senior Citizen Group, the Berwyn Council on Aging Group, and the First Baptist Church of Elkhart, Indiana. And the Little Brothers of the Poor, they have a group here this afternoon. And we certainly hope that you all have a good time. And if you're taking us along with you on the White Sox Radio Network and you're in your car driving home on this long Labor Day weekend, please do drive carefully. So we're about ready to go. Mike Heath wants to have a little chat with Conroy right off the bat, as Rudy Law will lead it off.
Sox have seen Conroy 2 previous times, as we told you in the pregame show. He's worked 9 and 2/3 innings this year against the White Sox, giving up just 2 hits, no runs, and has 9 strikeouts. Short-arming left-hander, good fastball, good breaking ball.
Well, Rudy Law to lead it off, hitting .277, 2 home runs, and 26 RBIs on the year. Billy Ullman right up the cut of the grass at third, with Danny Meyer shortened up at first base. The infield. Hill over towards the hole. There's a first pitch of fastball that's in and over, and the count is 0-1. Center fielder Dwayne Murphy shallow towards left center. Henderson shallow and left. Davis over towards the alley in right center. The Oakland outfield will play as shallow as any outfield as you'll see in the major leagues, especially the American League. Next pitch is a strike called, and the count very quickly 0-2.
Well, they have the most speed of any outfield in the American League, probably in all of baseball, with Henderson, Murphy, and Davis.
Here's the 2-strike pitch, and that's line foul right over the Sox dugout. And the count remains 0-2. So you've got all the thieves in the American League right here this afternoon with Ricky Henderson. Man standing at the plate in Rudy Law. And, of course, his teammate Julio Cruz. Conroy comes right back and delivers. There's a little looping liner to the shortstop Hill, and that is out number 1. So with 1 out, Carlton Fisk will stand in. Fisk hitting .285, an 8-game hitting streak going for him. .22 home runs and 70 RBIs on the year, with Tom Paciorek on deck. Stiff breeze blowing out this afternoon. You get a ball up in the air right now. It's turning a little bit and blowing right to those left field stands. Get a ball in the air, and it's going to carry. Allman back at third. Donnie Hill deep at short, slightly towards the hole. Conroy has his sign. The young left-hander kicks and delivers. In the dirt, rolling to the backstop in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. Fisk is third in the league with a .530 slugging percentage. So a lot of baseball action for you this afternoon, and we'll be keeping you abreast of what's going on. There's a high pop first base side. Danny Meyer now looking around. Looks like he's looking for help. It's up in the breeze, and he makes the catch almost halfway towards second base on the grass. So there's 2 gone, and I'll bring on Tom Paciorek. Boy, that ball really carried. Danny started and came around the bag in foul territory and then moved back across the grass. And he was just about halfway to second base. Now Tom Paciorek stands in as Conroy rocks into motion and delivers a strike with a fastball. The count is 0-1. Paciorek hitting .279, 7 home runs, and 51 RBIs. On deck, Greg Luzinski. Conroy winds, and the left-hander's next pitch, inside fastball, the count 1-1. Boston will be at Baltimore starting a series over there, California at Toronto. Here's the next pitch by Conroy, swung on and missed, and the count 1-2. Detroit will be at Cleveland. The Yankees at Milwaukee. And Seattle will be at Kansas City. And Minnesota down at Texas. Next pitch of Bishoric is a line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. Bishoric hit it hard, right back up the middle, and here's Greg Luzinski.
What an exhibition the bull put on in batting practice. A tremendous exhibition, going way back in that upper deck many times. Line shots way back in the lower seats and on the roof once.
So Luzinski stands in. Conroy working out of the stretch. The pitch to the bull. Foul back and out of play. 0-1 the count. Greg hitting .241, 26 home runs, 78 RBIs. Kevin Hickey activated by the White Sox today, so on their roster they have 26 men eligible for playoff participation. There's a breaking pitch up high. The count 1-1. Of course, one will have to low. They will have no more than 25. And they don't have to really make that decision until the end of the year. And when they do start into the playoffs. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Conroy out of the stretch. The pitch to Luzinski up high, and the count 2-1. On deck, Ron Kittle. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. Bishoric at first base, no score in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Conroy out of the stretch. Here's a pitch to the bull, fouled right side, out of play, and the count goes even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Davy Lopes shifted over towards the bag at second base. He is deep. Hill deep towards the hole at short. Allman way back at third. Meyer holding Bishoric at first. Here's the next pitch, and a fastball foul back. 2-2 the count on that pitch. Dwayne Murphy in center field was trotting over towards right center. Now he's moving back into left center field. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. Conroy leans in, bent over at the waist, has his sign from the catcher, Mike Heath. Now Murphy moves again back over into right center. There's a change down low. Heath falling down at the plate. I don't know whether he hurt himself, twisted an ankle or not. Kind of crawling around on his hands and knees. Might have rolled over on an ankle. Well, the Oakland trainer's out there. Mike getting up as if he did twist an ankle. But he's okay. He's a scrapper. Had the ball blocked, it was down between his feet. He was hopping around trying to find it, then twisted an ankle and just fell on it. Looked like something you and me would do. Full count, 3-2. Bishoric will be off with a pitch. He goes, and there's a high fly ball. Davy Lopes into shallow right. Now the wind has it, and he drops the ball. Here comes Bishoric. He's going to score the throw to second base. The Bull goes sliding in safely. And the Sox lead it 1-0.
You could see there was going to be trouble. Wind blowing hard out towards center field. Lopes going back, then started backpedaling as quickly as he could. And, of course, with where Mike Davis was playing out there, Mike Davis has got to make that play. He had plenty of time to do it. He was more or less just standing around. But Luzinski going on all the way as Davis came in, picked it up to second, and there was a chance that Pashorik's run may not have counted because if they make a good throw to second, put the tag on the Bull, it would have been before Tom had scored.
That's exactly right. But Pashorik does score. And Luzinski is at second base, and Ron Kittle will stand in. That'll be an error on Davy Lopes. That breeze can be a little treacherous. The Bull at second base. As Conroy delivers to Kittle, there's another high fly ball to right field. Davis is there. And drops the ball! Here comes the Bull. He scores. And Kittle at second base. The Sox lead it 2-0.
He just misjudged it. That's that simple. I think he anticipated the wind taking it more to his right than it did. All of a second, just checking on the monitor, he went over a couple of steps and had to reach back, fighting that sun as well with the glasses down, and just flat missed it. So now Mike Heath out to talk to Conroy as pitching coach Ron Schuler doing the same. Only thing you can tell him in that situation was hang with him, kid. Not your fault.
Harold Baines will stand in. You know, I can't remember when I've seen that happen, like back-to-back hitters and 2 fly balls like that drop. I don't know if I've ever seen it happen. But the Sox will take it any way they can get it. Thank you. And Harold Baines will stand in. Hitting .271. Conroy trying to get out of the first inning, and he hasn't had a lot of help as Baines goes through a breaking pitch, doesn't get it 0-1 to count. Now all you need is someone just to put a charge in one. That'll just be the capper. Cubbies 1-0 over Montreal in the 4th inning, in the bottom of the 4th. Kittle at second base. On deck, Vance Law. As Conroy sets and delivers a bouncer foul. And the count 0-2. Harold with 13 home runs, 74 RBIs. Well, it's Ruby and Rhubarb's birthday, and a birthday present for both right here, courtesy of the Oakland defense, as they've made a couple of errors. And the Sox lead it 2-0. Conroy from the stretch, the pitch to Baines, foul back, and the count remains 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Sox 2 runs on 1 hit and 2 Oakland errors here in the first inning. Conroy again ready to go. Out of the stretch, he checks Kittle at second. Here's a 2-strike pitch to Baines, strikes him out. Ball gets away from Heath. Baines goes down in a heap. As he stumbles going out of the box, Heath just runs over, puts the tag on him, and the side retired. We have seen some dandy things, and we're just through one, with the Sox leading it 2-0.
For any part to fit your car, drive real smooth to get really far. Place to know to go for more is the one-stop two-shop Blue Star Auto Store. Blue Star for your car. Blue Star Auto Store.
Right now at Blue Star, you can get performance that pays with Peak Antifreeze. And right now is the perfect time for Peak to protect your car from summer boil over and prepare yourself for the winter ahead. because Peak Antifreeze will rebate you $2 for 2 gallons. Peak has been tested by the pros to guarantee your cars get up and go. Plus, Blue Star has discounted the famous Castrol motor oil, 10W40 or 20W50 to only 89 cents a quart. So get peak performance from your car while you cash in on discounts at Blue Star.
Blue Star for your car. Blue Star, Blue Star, Auto Star.
There's 7 Blue Stars near you, like 2385 Milwaukee at Fullerton and 2001 South State.
The new product at your food store that kids love. Schneider's String Cheese. Schneider's String Cheese is the 100% natural snack kids love because it's made with good Wisconsin milk. Kids love to peel it in long strips and gobble it up. And best of all, Schneider's String Cheese is good for kids to eat. Look for Schneider's String Cheese and other Schneider cheese products at fine food stores in your area. Schneider's String Cheese. Get some for the kids and a little extra for yourself.
Top of the second inning, Sox leading 2-0. And a reminder that tomorrow night is True Value Baseball Card Night right here at Comiskey Park. First 15,000 fans to attend the game against these Oakland A's will receive 2 free White Sox player baseball cards, courtesy of True Value. That's tomorrow night. Game time 7:30, and for tickets, just dial Ticketmaster at 559-1212.
Now for the Oakland A's, they will go to Davey Lopes to lead it off here in the top half of the second inning, followed by Dwayne Murphy and then Jeff Burrows. The Sox on top, 2-0. The only other game underway right now is the Cubs Expo game in Montreal, with the Cubbies leading at 1-0 after 4 complete. That is Trout against Gullickson. Bannister rocks into motion, and the first pitch, a curveball on the inside corner, and the count 0-1. Houston will be at Atlanta. Necro against Barker. Next pitch to Lopes is same location, 0-2. Cincinnati at San Francisco. Russell against Breening. Pittsburgh will be at St. Louis in a doubleheader. Next pitch down low, blocked by Fisk in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That'll be a twilight doubleheader down at Busch Stadium. The Cardinals and the Pirates. Bannister comes right back, and there's a high pop. Now, watch out. Julio Cruz is up there and makes the catch. He had Pishorek on one side of him, Dudzinski on the other side, and Baines 15 feet out on the grass. Now, they had it surrounded. As soon as that ball went up in the air, you could hear the oohs in the crowd. 1 out, and Dwayne Murphy comes on. And at Pittsburgh-St. Louis game, McWilliams and Tunnel against Allen and Forsch for the Cardinals. There's a curveball to Murphy, a little bit high, the count 1-0. Philadelphia will be at New York. Hudson against Torres, and San Diego at L.A. Thurman against Valenzuela. That's how the National League shapes up. There's a fastball swung on and missed in the count 1-1. And the American League, the Yankees at Milwaukee, it'll be Raleigh against Candioti. That is just getting underway. Next pitch fouled over in the Oakland dugout. Boston at Baltimore, Ojeda against Boddicker, California, Toronto, Zahn against Gott, Detroit at Cleveland, Morris against Blyleven, Seattle at Kansas City, Beatty against Gura, and Minnesota at Texas, Lysander against Butcher. Fastball got him swinging, strike 3. Just tied him up with a fastball. Strikeout number 2 for Bannister, and it'll bring on the designated hitter, Jeff Burrows. So in afternoon games today in the American League, you have the one here, New York at Milwaukee. All the rest is either late afternoon action or night action. In the National League, you've got the Cubs underway at Montreal, Cincinnati at San Francisco on the coast, and the rest are late afternoon starts. Bannister delivers, and the pitch to Burroughs, a strike with a fastball. 0-1. On deck, Danny Meyer. Bannister winds. Here's the one-strike pitch. Foul right side, out of play. Up over the roof and out of the ballpark. Whoop, that hit something and came all the way back down. First time I've seen that happen. What in the world they got up there? Hawk, we're going to have to take a walk up there one day and see what's up there.
Go ahead. I'll wait for you.
Here's the two-strike pitch. Just low. Fisk thought they had it. And the count 1-2.
George Scott would say I got acrobatic acrophobia.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball high. And the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bannister checking signs with Fisk. Now the left-hander winds. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called outside corner. And Burroughs doesn't like it. Side retired after 1.5. Sox lead it 2-0.
Hello, sports fans. This is the official voice of Apple Computer, Dick Garrett, with the voice of baseball, Mel Allen.
And I'm proud to announce that Major League Baseball teams have signed up the remarkable Apple IIe personal computer.
Drafted to help managers pick the best batting orders, pitching rotations, and defenses.
And to help them scout the minors. Even the announcers are using Apple IIes to tell the fans more about the players.
So no matter what field you're in or on, an Apple IIe can help you be more productive. You know, Mel, I've always thought I might make it as a baseball announcer. Listen, there's a drive, it is way back, it is going. It is gone!
I'd stick to pitching apples, Dick.
Join the major leagues. Get an Apple IIe.
You'll find Apple computers at Farnsworth Computer Center in Aurora, Illinois, Computerland on LaSalle Street in Chicago, and Computers Etc. in Posen, Illinois.
The White Sox WMAQ.
After the game, see all the White Sox highlights on Channel 5 News with Chet Kopic, Warner Saunders, and Mark G. and Greco. They cover the bases to bring you sports news that hits home. Weeknights at 4:30, 6 and 10. Weekends at 5 and 10. 3 great reasons to watch baseball highlights. Chet Kopic, Warner Saunders, and Mark G. and Greco. Only on Channel 5 News. News that hits home.
As we go to the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Law, followed by Dubzinski, and then Cruz. Vance Law hitting .236, 4 home runs, and 35 RBIs on the year. The Sox on top, and there he comes, the San Diego Chicken. He's out on top of the Sox dugout. Now Vance Law stands in as Conroy delivers high and away. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Law takes low. The count 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball on that outside corner, and the count 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Conroy comes right back and misses inside with a fastball. 3-1 the count. On deck, Jerry Dubzinski. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike 2 call. Full count, 3-2. Conroy reading the signs of heat. Now the young left-hander winds, kicks, and delivers. Fastball struck him out swinging. So there's one gone, and that'll bring on Jerry Dubzinski. Dubzinski hitting .235 with a home run and 29 RBIs on the year. Conroy winds, kicks, and delivers a little bit low. The count 1-0. Conroy again delivers a 1-0 pitch. High, ball 2.
He's beautiful, that chicken. Holy mackerel. He spent a little whammy on the pitcher, and he missed the first 2 strikes, count 2-0, and every time he turns around and bows to the crowd.
2-0 the count. Conroy kicks and delivers. High, ball 3. And again he will bow. Three balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is high, ball 4. So Dubzinski draws the walk.
He's got a picture that he pulled out. Oh, my goodness. Looks like a Playboy centerfold.
That's about it. And he didn't even turn and look at Conroy. He just showed him the picture, turned around, showed it to the fans, and waited for the reaction. It was ball 4, and he just shook his head, says, see, I told you. So here's Julio Cruz. As Conroy works from the stretch, the pitch to Cruz is in and over. Strike 1 call. Oh, and 1 the count. Conroy again ready. From the stretch goes to first instead. Dubzinski back in time. Sox on top, 2-0. There's 1 out, 1 on. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 1-strike pitch, and it's strike 2. 0-2 the count. Fastball in and over. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Throw to first. Dubzinski back on his hands and knees. Conroy taking a little time. Leans in at the waist. Now has his sign. From the stretch, here's a 2-strike pitch high and away. And the count 1-2. On deck, Rudy Law. Jimmy Leland coaching over at third. Eddie Brinkman now back in the dugout with Tony La Russa. Good to see Davey Nelson back on the line. Conroy sets and delivers up high, and the count 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Conroy has the sign that he wants. Dubzinski away at first. Now the left-hander delivers. A foul coming back and out of play.
Same guy makes 2 one-handed catches right up there. That's amazing. 2 beauties.
Wonder what the odds would be on that in the course of a single day.
How about in 2 successive innings?
Yeah. 2-2 the count.
He won't miss another game the rest of the year. He thinks it's easy.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul away. That got a piece of heat. Well, Michael's had a rough time back there already.
Funny looking swing by the Juice. Trying to protect himself and just fended off, fouled it, and he winds up getting it.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Conroy again ready to go to work. From the stretch, here's a 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit foul outside of third.
You'll have to get a new shaft in that one.
Yes, sir. Go back and get another bat with a new handle in it. And we're going to pause for station identification and salute our affiliate in Ottawa, Illinois. And all the good listeners on WRKX-FM on this, the White Sox Radio Network.
Listen for Chet Kopic, Jimmy Pearsall, and Jerry Cook tomorrow morning on 67 WMAQ Chicago. Stay with the Sox and stay with WMAQ. It is 2:01.
The count remains 2-2 to Julio Cruz. Yankees did not score in the first inning. Milwaukee at bat. That is Raleigh against Candiotti. And it's going to be a move-making time for somebody in that East. Next pitch is a line drive foul down the third baseline. Baltimore with a 4.5 game lead over the Yankees and Detroit, 5 over Milwaukee. But those Birds get too far in front, and they're not going to be caught. But they're trying to close the cage right now and keep them right where they are. Give themselves a chance to catch up with them. Conroy again ready to go and delivers. There's a fly ball hit into right center field. Murphy moving over, and the breeze blows it right to him. Now Dubzinski back to first. There's 2 outs. And the leadoff hitter, Rudy Law, stands in. Law lined to short as Conroy goes over to first base for the toss, chasing Dubzinski back.
That baby that the chicken's holding could care less.
There's a pitch out, Dubzinski going nowhere, and the count 1-0. One ball and no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive left center field. That's a base hit. Henderson up in a hurry to get it back in. So the Sox put runners at first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring on Carlton Fisk.
Nice little piece of hitting by Rudy, especially in this situation. 2 out. Just battling Conroy very hard, laid his bat on it. That little semi-line drive out there over the shortstop's head and gives Fisk a chance to do some damage with a couple of guys on.
Carlton popped up to the first baseman, Danny Myers, first time at bat. But starting today at 285. Law at first, Dubzinski at second. Conroy ready to go to work. Sets and delivers in an over, strike 1 call, the fastball. Tom Paciorek on deck. On 1 the count. Conroy checking signs with Heath. Now out of the stretch and delivers inside the count 1-1.
You just get the feeling the way Carlton's looking at the ball off Conroy. That pitch inside. If he makes a mistake and gets it out over that plate, you're going to see 1 P hit somewhere.
Debzinski away at second, Law away at first. Now Conroy taking too much time. Fiscal back out, had something in his eye. Murphy very shallow in center. Way that breeze is blowing here this afternoon, he could be flirting with a little danger. Conroy says okay. Now out of the stretch, here's the pitch to Fisk. That's inside on the corner. And the count 1-2. Carlton doesn't like it. Is backing out and swatting some gnats away as Conroy reads the signs of heat. Has the one he wants. Now from the stretch, here's the next pitch inside with a fastball. The count 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. Conroy again ready to go. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Did he go around? They tag him. They appeal. They say yes, he did. So the Sox are retired. Third strikeout for Conroy. And after two complete, the Sox lead it 2-0.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nancy Turner.
On 67 WMAQ.
Your radio station, 67 WMAQ, in cooperation with Corona Beer, presents the 4th annual Great Chicago Chili Cook-Off for the Les Turner ALS Foundation Fight Against Lou Gehrig's Disease. And this year, it's Saturday, September 24th, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Old Orchard Shopping Center in Skokie. And for a $5 donation, $3 for children under 12, you can taste the chili creations of 20 of Chicagoland's favorite restaurants. And before you go in, be free trip for two to the International Chili Cook-Off in California. Now, there's no purchase necessary. And guess what? I'm going to do my Saturday show on WMAQ from the scene. So come on out to that Chili Cook-Off September 24th, and we'll pig out.
On 67 WMAQ.
Talk baseball with Pearsall after the game on WMAQ.
The most refreshing way to make the most of every day. But wherever you go and whatever you do, there's something big waiting for me and you. The biggest taste you've ever found. The one that never lets you down. The most refreshing taste around.
Well, fans, a reminder, this Saturday night, September 10th, all fans attending the game against the California Angels will receive a huge color team poster of the 1983 Chicago White Sox, courtesy of True Value Hardware. That's it, Saturday, September 10th, Angels in town. Game time 7:30. For tickets, just dial Ticketmaster at 559-1212.
As we go to the top of the third, it'll be Danny Meyer to lead it off, followed by Donnie Hill, and then Mike Davis in that order. Bottom three in the Oakland lineup. Sox on top, 2-0. Danny not having a good year at all, hitting 138. He's been hurt a lot this year. Only 5 RBIs. That's fastball taken low. The count 1-0. Matter of fact, he played yesterday for the first time since the 22nd of July. Been out with a bad shoulder. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bouncer foul first base side. The count 1-1. And his first hit since July 9th yesterday, and his first RBIs since May 10th. Those numbers make up for a little bad year. It's kind of a year that you want to forget about. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch outside, and the count goes to 2-1. Good crowd on hand this afternoon. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's outside. It's 3-1. Donnie Hill on deck. Here's Bannister's 3-1 pitch and a one-hopper hit to Julio Cruz. He has it. He goes to Bishorik, one away. That'll bring on the shortstop, Donnie Hill. Hill hitting .256 with a home run and 10 RBIs. Carney Lansford out of the lineup. He had to have a bone chip removed from his ankle. Donnie Hill, young right-hand hitter, stands in. Bannister reading the signs of Fisk. Floyd rocks and delivers inside. A fastball, the count 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken up high. The count's 2-0. Hill, just 22 years of age, born in Pomona, makes his home now in Westminster, California. 5'10", 160-pounder, just his third year of professional baseball. There's a fastball for a strike and a count 2-1. Started his career in 1981 at Modesto. Last year, his first full year at West Haven, where he hit .254, 10 home runs, 59 RBIs. Here's the 2-1 pitch by Bannister, low ball 3. Lon Simmons, one of the broadcasters with the Oakland A's, he said, you look at Donnie Hill, he said, it looks like it ought to be a bat boy out there in uniforms. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's on the inside corner. Strike 2 call, 3-2. Mike Davis on deck. Bannister winds. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball hit to left field. Up in the breeze. Ron Kittle shading his eyes. Now backs up, makes the catch. Out number 2. So with 2 outs, that'll bring on Mike Davis, a right fielder. 2-0, the Sox on top. 2 gift runs on 2 Oakland Airs in the very first inning. So Davis stands in, hitting .274, 5 home runs, 49 RBIs. Bannister winds and delivers a curveball high, and the count 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Floyd comes right back. The 1-0 pitch outside on the corner, and the count 1-1. Davis doesn't believe that call. One and one to count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's strike 2 call on that outside corner. The count 1-2. Larry McCoy, the home plate umpire. Bill Kunkel at first. John Shulock at second, and Rick Reed over at third. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball got him swinging. Strike 3. So the A's are gone, and after 2.5, the Sox lead at 2-0.
You've worked so hard and come so far. It takes your best to make it. Feels so good. You knew it would. Your moment's here, so take it. Bring out your best. Bring out your best. But why's the light?
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Carey. Opening a garage door shouldn't have to be a weightlifting exercise. So instead of struggling with a heavy door, True Value Hardware stores suggest you install a Genie Track Drive garage door opener by Alliance and let it do the work. Then when you activate the digital remote unit from your car, the Genie Track Drive opener will control the garage door and lights. See the selection available at participating True Value Hardware stores.
As we go to the bottom of the third inning, the San Diego Chicken out here, he's got all the bullpenners out there with rakes and bats like they're playing guitars, and listen to the ham. Well, that's the first time that the Chicken has been here in Comiskey Park. Well, I'll tell you one thing. The fans are enjoying him. In the bottom of the third, it'll be Tom Fishorik. He'll be followed by Greg Luzinski and then Ron Kittle. Tommy hitting .279, 7 home runs, 51 RBIs. He singled his first time at bat. That was the only legitimate thing that happened in that first inning as he takes a strike. After that, Luzinski hit a high pop-up. Davey Lopes went back. It got up in the wind, blew around, and Lopes dropped the ball. Fishorik scored all the way from first base. And the Bull ended up at second. There's a curveball, swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2. Then Kittle hit a high fly ball to shallow right. The right fielder, Mike Davis, he dropped the ball. Matter of fact, I don't even know if he hardly got a glove on it. And Luzinski scored from second, and that's how the Sox have scored, and the only scoring in the ball game. Here's a two-strike pitch. There's a fly ball hit to left center field. Murphy's there and makes the catch. That is out number one. Fishorik didn't get it all. That'll bring on Greg Luzinski. Reminder, plenty of tickets available for the rest of this homestand, except, remember, on September 11th, that Sunday 5:55 start, what Mike McClure, our pregame guest and director of Sox marketing, told you. There's only 4,000 left. That's that fireworks night by Budweiser, the final one of the year. And Luzinski fouls this pitch away, and the count is 0-1. And on Saturday, there's just 12,000 available. That's team poster night, and you know that there's going to be a lot of people want to keep that color poster of the Sox in 1983. And Thursday night, don't forget, it's not on your schedule, that makeup game with California. Here's a one-strike pitch, foul out of play, the count 0-2. No balls and two strikes to count. On deck, Ron Kittle. Here's a two-strike pitch. Got him looking, strike three. Took a little bit off the breaking pitch. That's the fourth strikeout for Conroy, and they'll bring on Ron Kittle. Kittle's been hot as far as the home run ball is concerned. Running. He's homered in his last 3 games and 4 of his last 5. First pitch up high. One ball and no strikes to count. Next pitch swung on and missed, and the count goes to 1-1. Helicopter flying over. Behind a banner, Sox win. Chicago's Miracle on 35th.
Got everything at the ballpark. Boy, it's fun.
There's a check swing, one hopper hit to Billy Ullman. He has it, goes across high, and off of the glove of Meyer. Now the third Oakland error of the afternoon, and that'll bring on Harold Bain.
That's the 128th error of the season by Oakland, 19th by Ullman. This little check swing, one hopper down there, everything was under control until he turned it loose.
Now Harold Baines will stand in.
Sox have proven over the last 3 months that it's hard to give them 4 or 5 outs an inning.
That's true. They have taken advantage of all the mistakes coming their way. Here's Baines. Struck out his first time at bat as Conroy sets and delivers a fastball on the inside corner. Strike one call.
Harold like to have that one back. One more time.
Conroy again ready to go. Sets and delivers on the outside corner. Strike two call.
They're going to give Kittle second if they don't watch out. Ronnie, good lead down there with Myers playing behind him.
Well, with 2 strikes, he very might be going. Conroy looking at him. Has his sign. From the stretch, delivers, struck him out swinging on a high fastball. Strikeout number 5, side retired. We're through 3. Sox leading it 2-0.
Central Tire keeps you on the road. Central Tire has brand names you know. For a great grip and a fit that's sound, at Central Tire, we're always around.
At Central Tire in Chicago and Cicero, get the best steel-belted radial tire B.F. Goodrich makes at its lowest price ever. The XLM-HT is the all-season tire that provides excellent traction in both winter and summer, on wet or dry roads. A polyester cord body and 2 full steel belts give you a smooth, quiet ride and long-lasting performance. The XLM-HT radial delivers outstanding handling and fuel savings. Get the B.F. Goodrich XLM-HT radial tire now through September 30th at its lowest price ever. Get it at all 5 Central Tire locations and see how BFG's best just got better.
Central Tire, we're always around. Central Tire.
Central Tire with 5 B.F. Goodrich locations, including Roosevelt, near Austin and Cicero, and 728 South Clinton in downtown Chicago.
Why did Cleopatra become Queen of the Nile?
Baby, I did it for the money.
Why did Sherlock Holmes solve crime?
I must confess, I did it for the money.
Why did the Bride of Frankenstein marry Frankenstein?
I did it for love and for the money.
You could win $1 million or up to $100,000 instantly in the Illinois State Lottery's Fortune Instant game. So play it for the same reason Napoleon became emperor.
Cash.
Along with Ken Harrelson, I'm Don Drysdale, and happy you've joined us this afternoon. The Sox are leading 2-0. We're through 3, and the San Diego Chicken is in town, and they're having quite a show. First time he's been here, he's got a big dummy dressed like an umpire, and he put on quite a show in between innings. So we go to the 4th, and to call it for you, here's Ken.
All right, Donnie. Sox on top 2-0. And a reminder that the Sox and Sting in a race for playoff spots. The return of the Blackhawks and Bull. If you want sports vision, you can catch all this action. And also more college basketball than ever before. Just call On TV today at 699-6688. Or call your local cable company and order Sports Vision. Sports Vision, your box seat ticket to exciting Chicago area sports right in your own home. Right here it'll be Ricky Henderson, Bill Allman, and Mike Heath to face the left-hander Floyd Bannister. Henderson has the only hit thus far for the A's. That was a double, leading off the game, and then he was promptly picked off second base. Bannister with the sign. Delivers, slow curve in and over. Outfield swung around a little bit to the right. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. Very happy Labor Day to you, and so happy you could join us on this, the White Sox Radio Network. Fisk moves to the inside as a fastball, catches a corner. Quickly, it's 0-2. Henderson doesn't believe it, backs out. Ricky hitting at .302 on the season, 7 homers, 41 RBIs, and he has 93 stolen bases. 93 in 110 attempts. Bannister rocks into motion. Left-hander comes with the 0-2 pitch. Curveball a little low, and it's 1-2. Wind still blowing out towards center. Good hitters this afternoon. Get one up, and it's got a good chance of getting out of here. That's Tom Pashorik doing a little housekeeping down there at first. Picks up a couple of stones. Throws them off. And our very fine groundskeeper, Roger Bossard, won't know where those things came from. Now everybody's set. Bannister with a 1-2 pitch. Fastball just misses the outside corner, and the count evens up at 2-2. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Sox. No runs, 3 hits, and check that. No runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors for Oakland. Here's the windup, 2-2 pitch, swung on ground ball to shortstop. Dipsinski on the second bounce, now straightens up, throws over to Pashorik. In time, 1 gone. Bannister has now retired 9 in a row. First of a 3-game set. And the game tomorrow night, 7:30, it'll be Lamar Hoyt, 18-10, against a very fine young right-hander for the Oakland A's, Chris Cotteroli. Cotteroli, 12-9. Here's the third baseman, Bill Allman. Allman struck out back in the first. Bannister has 4 thus far as he delivers a fastball swung on, foul over by the Sox dugout. 0-1 to count. Allman having a fine offensive season for the A's, hitting a .284 coming in, 4 homers, 56 RBIs. He also has played 7 positions thus far in 83. Every position he has played with the exception of pitching and catching. That pitch, the fastball, swung on, foul, back up on top of the roof, and it's 0-2. Bill also has career highs this year in doubles with 28, steals with 24, and RBIs with those 56. Also is tied for the American League lead in sacrifice flies with 11. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Allman. Swung on, cue down the first base line. Foul, as Tom had 1 foot on the bag when he took the little grounder. So Allman back, and the count remains 0-2. Eighth meeting of the season between these two teams. Sox lead it 4-3. They have a 2-1 edge here at Comiskey Park, and they split 4 games out at Oakland. Here's a pitch to Allman, swung on, fouled out of play. Up and over the roof. Count remains 0-2. Oakland has lost 3 games in a row, but on the road they have won 14 of their last 21. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a curveball down and in. Fisk goes over, digs it out of the dirt, picks it up, tags Allman on the fanny for out number 2. So here's the catcher, Mike Heath. A little comebacker to Bannister back in the first. Heath 3 for 10 against Sox pitching this season. Looks at the first pitch, a fastball, swung on, foul back against the screen. Sox 18 games over that 500 mark with a record of 77-59, 12 games in front. They lost 2 out of 3. That's the first series they have lost in their last 13 at Fenway Park over the weekend. That pitch up high, 1-1 the count. But they lost 2 out of 3 and did not lose any ground, as both the Royals and the Oakland A's lost 2 out of 3 in their series. Next pitch is a changeup looped out into center field. Law has a long way to come. He gets there. Nice play by Rudy Law, using that speed of his to just flat outrun it. So Bannister, for the 3rd inning in a row, gets him 1-2-3. He now has retired 11 in a row. And after 3.5, it's 2-0 White Sox.
Choosing a Honda Civic S isn't easy. The Civic S is painted special colors, red or black. The red Civic S comes equipped with special performance features, just like the black. The black Civic S is as much fun to drive as a sports car, just like the red. And both are as practical as you expect a Honda Civic to be. It's a difficult decision, red or black.
Does wearing a seatbelt when driving on a highway or on a long trip make you feel safe? Most people would agree that it does. But what about driving around town? Well, most people don't feel they need to wear a seatbelt then. Yet 80% of deaths and serious injuries occur in cars traveling under 40 miles per hour and within blocks of their home. How do you feel now? Seatbelts. A simple fact of life. Brought to you by Honda.
The White Sox WMAQ. Now to present the Star Power High Octane Awards, Bob Hope.
Hi, tonight's awards are for the highest octanes you can get. Envelope, please. And the winners are Texaco Unleaded with ethanol at 89 octane, New Super Regular with ethanol at 91, and Premium Unleaded with ethanol at 92. Texaco Star Power helps knock out the knocks with the highest octanes you can get. Texaco Star Power for car power.
Bottom of the 4th inning, and the San Diego Chicken going through his routine, getting some help from the Oakland A catcher, Mike Heath, as he was running the base pass and tried to come into home. Heath had the ball tagged him, and then all of a sudden they put it on instant replay. But it is the bottom of the 4th. Sox leading 2-0. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Sox. No runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors for the Oakland A's. Both Sox runs coming in the 1st, and both are unearned. Right here it'll be Vance Law, Jerry Dibzinski, and Julio Cruz to face the left-hander, Tim Conroy. And a reminder that this Sunday night, September 11, will be your last chance to see a spectacular fireworks display here at Comiskey Park. Following the game against the California Angels, Budweiser will sponsor the last fireworks display of the year. That's this Sunday, September 11th. Special start of 5:55. For tickets, just dial Ticketmaster at 559-1212, and you can use your charge card. Here comes Vance Law. Vance 0 for 1, struck out swinging on a fastball back in the 2nd. Conroy has 5 punch-outs. Little left-hander, I say little, he's 6'1", 190 pounds. Just 23 years old. Wines kicks and delivers. Ball hit into right center field. Murphy is there. And Murph hauls it in. 1 pitch, 1 out. Sox, with this large crowd on hand this afternoon, will break the all-time Chicago attendance record set by the Cubs back in 1969 when they drew 1,674,933. Sox also will probably go over that 2 million mark for the season. The way the ticket sales have been, probably closer to 2,000,001 as Dibzinski steps in, lines the first pitch hard, foul. Almost over the Sox dugout. Boy, he got the head out in front on that one and just wheeled on it. Bottom of the 4th at County Stadium. No score, Yankees and Brewers. Later on, Boston will be at Baltimore. Cincinnati leading San Francisco 1-0, top of the 3rd. Next pitch is swung on, looped down to the left. Henderson with that outstanding speed over by the line. Now catches it, hauls it in, and there's 2 gone. 2 out, and here's the second baseman, the juice, Julio Cruz. Julio went out to center back in the second. Cruz hitting 129 this year against Oakland pitching. In fact, the Sox winning 4 of the 7 games, hitting only a 221 against the A's hurlers. First pitch swung on. There's a base hit right between short and third in the hole, so Cruz aboard safely. Julio still looking for stolen base number 50. He has 49 in 59 attempts.
Well, this is not a good guy to try and pick up that number 50. Oh, he's got a pretty good move over there. But in a situation like this, 2 outs with the speed of Cruz and your leadoff hitter, Rudy Law, here's where Tony La Russa might just say, well, what the heck? If he gets thrown out, you've got your leadoff man coming up and leading off the next inning. And if he makes it, you got a man in scoring position.
And you can think that way with a 2-0 lead. Law steps in. He's 1 for 2. Hit a little soft line drive to the shortstop in the first and singled in the second. Pitch out. Almost down the heart of the plate as Heath went out and had to reach back. Nothing on. Rudy and Mike Heath now laughing a little bit up there. Rudy saying, that's the best pitch I've had to hit all week. Shallow outfield. Murphy well over into left center as Conroy backs off, throws the ball away at first. Goes over by the photographer's well. Cruz in the second. So that will put Julio in scoring position. 4th Oakland error of the afternoon. Conroy just backed off, flipped it underhand, made the low throw, and Cruz in the second. A ball and no strikes to Rudy. As Conroy has the sign. Kicks, here he comes to the plate. Pitch misses low and away, and it's 2-0. Rudy steps back in the batter's box, open stance. Rudy hitting 188 this year against Oakland pitching. Now time is called as shortstop Donnie Hill. A little debris blew out on the field. He'll give that to third base coach Jimmy Leland. Now Conroy from the stretch, glove on knee. Checks the signs of his battery mate Mike Heath has it. Now checks Cruz, kicks coming to the plate, swung on, little looper going down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. Fair ball into the corner. Davis playing well over into right center field. As now Law on his way to third. He will get there. Sliding a triple. His 6th of the season, and the Sox lead it 3-0.
Now that ball hit right down the line. And the way the Oakland outfield was positioned, you knew if that ball was fair, it was going to be at least a triple. Rudy Law flying around those bases, and Cruz scoring easily from second base.
RBI number 27 for Law. And here comes the catcher, Carlton Fisk. Carlton 0 for 2. He's popped to first and struck out. Conroy working from the stretch. Now kicks, delivers, swung on, base hit, right back through the middle. Donnie Hill, the shortstop, was playing him to pull and hit it to his left. So Fisk picks up his 71st RBI, and it's a 4-0 Sox lead. Now Mike Heath out on the mound talking to Conroy as pitching coach Ron Schuler takes a slow trip out to the mound. Carlton with that single now extends his hitting streak to 9 games. And as we mentioned, Pudge now with 22 home runs and 71 RBIs. Johnny Hill, the shortstop, joins that conglomeration out on the hill. So it's Heath, Conroy, Hill, and Schuler. And here comes Larry McCoy. He'll make it 5. An activity in the Oakland bullpen, southpaw Tommy Underwood heating up. And it won't take long as it was 87 degrees at game time. So now Schuler returns. And here's the first baseman, Tom Pashurek. Tommy has single, scored a run. That was in the first. And in the third, went out to center field. Conroy has the sign. Fisk with a good lead as Conroy comes to the plate. Pitch fastball swung on, fouled out of play right side. That'll be in the upper deck. Brewers have come up with 3 runs in the fourth, and in the top of the fifth lead the Yankees 3-0. Later on, the Red Sox will be at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore to take on the Orioles. Ojeda against Boddicker. Also, California will be at Toronto. Here comes the left-hander Conroy. Pitch swung on, foul back into the crowd, and quickly it's 0-2. Tigers will be at Municipal Stadium in Cleveland as the Mariners will take on the Royals in Kansas City. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. All is coming. The 2 runs here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 gone. Carlton. A little better lead, now takes off. Pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. High fastball as Carlton had the base stolen, but it is just academic as that is out number 3. So that'll take care of the Sox, but they do some more damage, picking up 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 Oakland error, 1 man left, and after 4, it's 4-0 White Sox.
Mel Allen and Dick Cavett for Apple Computer.
Mel, who's baseball's most versatile player?
You could say Bert Campaneris. He once played all 9 positions in a single game.
Wow.
Well, who's your pick, Dick?
I'd say the remarkable Apple IIe personal computer.
How's that?
Well, it's now playing for several major league teams at the same time, helping to raise RBIs and lower ERAs. The IIe's a big hit in other fields, too, and at home. It's got more software, more applications for the home than any other personal computer. And right now, the Apple IIe is priced at a steal.
Well, how about that? Say, Dick, how about a Bert Campaneris autographed baseball for an Apple IIe?
No.
You'll find Apple computers at Computerland in Evanston, Computer Base Incorporated in Sterling, Illinois, and Computerland in Niles. After the game, it's Jimmy Pearsall on WMAQ. After the game, see all the White Sox highlights on Channel 5 News with Chet Kopic, Warner Saunders, and Mark Gianbreco. They cover the bases to bring you sports news that hits home. Weeknights at 4:30, 6 and 10. Weekends at 5 and 10. 3 great reasons to watch baseball highlights. Chet Kopic, Warner Saunders, and Mark Gianbreco. Only on Channel 5 News. News that hits home.
John McEnroe of the U.S. Open. We'd like to issue on McEnroe's highlights after the 7th inning. Now let's go back to the ball game.
Top of the 5th inning. Sox on top of Oakland in the first of this 3-game set by a score of 4-0. And checking the scoreboard for you in the American League, as we mentioned, after 4 at County Stadium in Milwaukee, it's the Brewers 3, Yankees nothing. Shane Raleigh on the mound for New York, Candiotti for Milwaukee, and all 3 home runs coming as the result of Mark Bruhardt's 3rd homer of the season, a 3-run shot in the 4th. The Cubs at Olympic Stadium in Montreal had a 1-0 lead. Steve Trout taking that into the bottom of the 6th inning. But Al Oliver, with the bases loaded, crunched out his 8th homer of the year, a grand slammer. And it's now 4-1 Montreal after 6. Cincinnati leading San Francisco 1-0 at Candlestick. And that's all the partial scores we have. Right here, it'll be Davey Lopes to lead it off, 37-year-old veteran second baseman. It'll be Lopes, Murphy, and Burrows, as Floyd Bannister has retired 11 A's in a row. First pitch to Lopes, breaking ball high and inside, 1-0 the count. Lopes popped up to his counterpart, Julio Cruz. First time up as Bannister kicks, delivers, turns it over, long shot in the left. Uh-oh, put it on the board. Home run for Lopes, and it's a 4-1 ball game. for Davy, his 17th of the season, which leads the Oakland A's.
Now, Davy Lopes is a high ball hitter. Whether it's a high fastball, high curveball, high change, high slider, whatever, it was up in his eyes, and he just went to wailing on it.
Looked like a high-hanging screwball from Bannister that he tried to turn over, got it up there, and he just jumped on it. So the A's on the board. Lopes knocking out his 17th homer and his 60th RBI. Dwayne Murphy swings and fouls the first pitch back. Bannister has 5 strikeouts, and Murph was one of them back in the second. Floyd 10-1 since the All-Star break. Delivers, breaking ball in and over. Murphy doesn't like it, and quickly it's 0-2. Floyd with both feet on the rubber, now has a sign. Left-hander rocks, kicks, delivers, checks, swing, strike, and Murphy is gone for the second time. All-speed pitch down low.
Well, he tried to hold up, and he didn't even bother to wait around and see if they were going to appeal. He just knew he was going to get the call against him, and he turned and walked away.
So with one out, here's the designated hitter, Jeff Burrows. Burrows, 33-year-old veteran. He also was a strikeout victim his first time back in the second. Called out on a good fastball from Bannister as he delivers another fastball in and over. Burrows doesn't like it, backs out. One thing about home plate umpire Larry McCoy today, so far, he's had a big strike zone. Pitcher's umpire this afternoon. Here's a one-strike delivery. Right on the outside. Ooh, just outside, says McCoy. 1-1 to count. Burrows hitting at .259. 9 home runs. He's knocked in 52. Looks at the Bannister pitch. Fastball swung on. Fouled out of play right side up on the roof, and the count moves to 1-2. Four runs, 5 hits, no errors for our Sox. 1 run, just 2 hits, and 4 errors for Oakland. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Hit hard left side. Vance Law, a nice pickup. Now straightens up, guns over to Pashuric. In time to gone.
Well, that was a good play. That ball was off to Vance's left, and he made the play behind him.
As we've stated, recently during the last 3 months, there may have been some third basemen who have played as well defensively at third as Vance, but there certainly have not been any who have played better.
Well, he's second in the American League in fielding for all third basemen.
Well, that's a little bit of a misnomer, too, those numbers. A lot of times you'll get a guy, especially a first baseman, who will lead the league defensively as Van Meyer takes the curveball low. But all that'll tell you, first thing you'll see that from baseball experience is that they don't get to a whole bunch of them. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Myers. Weak swing on a breaking ball. 1-1 to count.
First thing they do is go to the bag. Is that what you mean?
I used to have a good percentage, fielding-wise. 1-1 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner. Beauty by Bannister, and it's 1-2. Meyer does not like that call. Top of the 5th inning. And Bannister throwing well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on line right to Vance Law. Goes down to one knee, hauls it in. And that'll take care of the A's here in the 5th, but they get on the board. Home run by Davy Lopes, the 17th of the season, and after 4.5, it's the Sox leading 4-1.
Now is the time when you think about all you have done. It wasn't easy, never is easy. but you know your moment's come. And now is the time when you've shown yourself that you could. It wasn't easy, it never is easy, but somehow you knew that you would. Bring out your best, but why's the line? Bring out your best, but why's the line? Bring out your best. You've earned it all, so taste it. But why's the line? But why's the line?
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bottom of the fifth inning. White Sox leading Oakland 4-1. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Sox. 1 run, 2 hit, 4 errors for Oakland. Right here it'll be Luzinski, Kittle, and Baines to face the southpaw Tim Conroy, who's given up the 4 runs, 2 of them unearned, coming back in the first inning. Bull 0 for 2. He's reached base on an error and struck out. Takes that curveball right over the outside corner, in and over. Bull hitting .263 this year against Oakland pitching. He's driven in a run as that pitch in and over. Check that little high, and it's 1-1. Murphy playing Luzinski over into right center field as that pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike to the Bull. Sox with 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth. A reminder, our big payoff inning in the 8th today. That pitch up high, 3 balls and a strike. Conroy shakes that arm out a little bit, now climbs back up on top of the rubber. Rocks, kicks, here he comes. 3-1 pitch, check swing, strike, says McCoy, and it's a full count. At the fastball up above the letters, Bull could not check up. Here's the payoff pitch to the Bull. Swung on, hit in right field. Davis, glasses down there, going back on the track, reaches up and hauls it in. So the Oakland A's being the first and only team in the league to play Luzinski to hit to right. And that's exactly where they're pitching, and that's exactly where he hit it. 1 gone. Here's a big man from Gary, the boomer, Ron Kittle. Ronnie 0 for 2, but has reached base both times via the error route. One by Davis in right, another by Allman at third. Swings and fouls the first pitch back. Ronnie has homered in his last 3 ball games and 4 of his last 5. Hit 7 home runs against the Red Sox this year, 5 of them coming at Fenway Park. Here's the 1-strike pitch, fastball, high and outside, 1-1 to count. Murphy playing Kittle over into left center. Conroy's delivery change, a good one as he swings and misses way out in front of it, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Ronnie a little upset with himself. Now turns around, starts laughing with home plate umpire Larry McCoy. Talking to Heat. As here comes the left-hander, little low and in, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breeze still blowing out towards center as Conroy ready to work. Here he comes, hit hard over the shortstop's head, base hit. He didn't scald it, got it towards the trademark a little bit and muscled it out there, so he is 1 for 3.
That's all that was, out of just sheer strength.
That'll bring up the right fielder Harold Baines. Harold's had a tough afternoon against Conroy. He's 0 for 2. And both times, Conroy has rung him up. Conroy with 6 strikeouts. Bannister with 6 strikeouts. So now Meyer playing behind Kittle at first. As Conroy delivers. Uh-oh, shot into right field. Davis giving chase. Can't get it as the ball hits right in the bullpen area out there where they have the screen and goes through it. So that'll be a ground rule double for Baines as he just hit a linea out there. And it goes right through the screen.
Now that's where they were going to end up anyway because Kittle hesitated. He did not really take off until that ball got by the right fielder, so he was not going to be able to score on the ball, so they're exactly where they would have been. But that, I'll guarantee you, had to shake somebody up down there in that little bullpen area.
If you've never been to Comiskey Park, they have a bullpen 1, a bullpen 2 out in right field. That's where fans sit underneath during the ball game and enjoy the game from there. Also have refreshments. So the Sox have runners at second, third. Kittle at third, Baines at second, 1 out. And here comes Vance Law. Oakland going to bring the infield in. Sox on top, 4-1. Vance this afternoon. Now they're just going to go ahead and put him on and get to Dybzinski to set up the double play. Activity in the Oakland bullpen. Left-hander Tommy Underwood for the second time starts to heat up. There's ball 3. And ball 4. So Vance trots down the first. Second walk issued by Conroy. Manager Steve Boris comes to the top step of the dugout as Heath goes out to talk to his young left-hander. As he does so, let's pause for station identification. This is the White Sox Radio Network.
Listen for Chet Kopic, Jimmy Pearsall, and Jerry Cook tomorrow morning on 67 WMAQ Chicago. Stay with the White Sox and stay with WMAQ.
With Don Drysdale, I'm Ken Harrelson from Comiskey Park on a beautiful Labor Day. So happy you could join us on the White Sox Radio Network. Bases loaded. 1 out. And Dybzinski steps in. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon. Here's Conroy's first delivery up high. It's 1-0. Now the dibber backs out, checks down with third base coach Jim Leland. Climbs back in, waves the bat as Conroy taking the signs. Now Heath gets up from behind the plate. Sign is given. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner, tailing away, and it's 1-1. Once again, Dybzinski, a long look. He's still well out of that box.
Well, you wouldn't figure to squeeze here with the bases loaded. I would say Divert going to look for something to hit.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball down and in, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. On 7 hits, no errors for the Sox. A run on just 2 hits and 4 big errors for Oakland. Mike Heath walks out in front of home plate, picks up a hot dog wrapper, gives it to Larry McCoy, and now everybody is set. Ball and 2 strikes to count, 1 out. He's looking for the twin killing. As here comes Conroy. Low and inside, 2-2. With Kittle at third, Baines at second, and Vance Law, the runners, on the bases. As the sign kicks, here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up short, right field. Davis is there. Now Kittle making the tag. He's not going anywhere. As almost the infield fly rule could have been called. But there's out number 2. That'll bring up the second baseman, Julio Cruz. Juice is 1 for 2. He went out to center in the second, and last inning singled after 2 were out to start that 2-run Sox rally. Outfield short, swung around to the right. Conroy from the stretch delivers, pitches swung on, hit high into left field. Henderson has a play. As the bead now reaches up just in front of the warning track, hauls it in, and that'll retire the side. So the Sox threaten, but do not score. Nothing across. 2 hits, no errors, 3 men left, and after 5, it's a White Sox 4, the Oakland A's 1.
Some banks think anyone running their own business today is asking for trouble. They told me my cerebral soundness was definitely doubtful. With so many financial options, you need a bank that makes sound recommendations. They told me the upward trend of the downslide curve was indubitably indicative and understands your special needs. They told me my comprehensive computations didn't fit their formulations. At the Lane Banks, we don't think you need a lot of financial double talk. They told me the ramifications of my financial situation were indeterminate at best. We think you need help. I need help. At the Lane Banks, we believe in business, and we back that belief with total assets of over $1.5 billion and a combined per loan limit of over $10 million, plus the people and the know-how you need. I need the Lane Banks. Call 1-800-572-3337 to arrange for a Lane business banker to analyze your company's banking needs. The Lane Banks include Pioneer, Northbrook, Lakeview, and Northwest National Bank. If you need a bank that believes in business, you need the Lane Banks.
Didn't I just say that?
You just said that.
Oh, I thought so.
Members FDIC, equal opportunity lenders.
If you spend a lot of money on battery-powered equipment, don't trust your investment to ordinary batteries. Give them the dependable, long-lasting power of Duracell copper-top batteries from True Value hardware stores. Hi, Pat Summerall to say the alkaline power of a Duracell copper-top outlasts and outperforms ordinary carbon zinc batteries. Get a pack of 2 AAA batteries for only $1.59, or choose a pack of 2 C or D batteries for just $1.99 at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers. Say that Pat Summerall sent you.
You'll find quality products at extra special prices, plus the added benefit of personal friendly service at your neighborhood True Value hardware store or home center.
Well, Sports Vision, the exclusive sports pay television service, is now available through Rockford Cablevision, serving the communities of Rockford and Loves Park. To order Sports Vision, call Rockford Cablevision at area code 815-987-4510.
Top of the 6th inning. Floyd Bannister with a 4-1 lead, trying for his 14th victory of the year and his first of the season over Oakland. He's 0-1. Right here, it'll be the switch-hitting shortstop Donnie Hill to lead it off. Hill 0 for 1. He popped up to left field back into third. Hill just 22 years old, out of Pomona, California. Hill steps in, and Bannister looking for the sign. Left-hander has it, and here he comes. Fastball swung on, ground ball to the shortstop. Dipzinski, glove low, now comes up with it. And there's 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up the 22-year-old right fielder of Oakland, Mike Davis. He struck out back in the third. Bannister with 6 punch-outs. Davis set from a crouch, closed stance. Left-handed hitter. as Bannister kicks and delivers a fastball right down the chute.
Here's the kind of guy, when you get in that kind of a crouch, Kenny, you'd like to just make him wait just a little bit.
I don't think there are a whole bunch of hitters that like for the guy to hold the ball on them. Here's the 1-strike delivery. This is the inside corner with a heater, and it's 1-1.
As much as you like to work in a hurry, situation like this, you just might wait a little bit.
One delivery. Checks up on an attempted bunt as he caught Law back a step or two at third. Outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Well, you can still work quickly and hold the ball. Just that, as you mentioned, just that little bit. I used to hate for guys to hold the ball on me. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on a high breaking ball, but he pulled a string. 2-2 the count.
Remember Stan LaPata? He was as big as you are. He had a strike zone by the time he, about like Scotty Fletcher.
As the pitch swung on, chopped to first base. Tom Paciorek on an easy second bounce. He'll take it himself for out number 2.
He used to wait just a little bit and hope that he'd get a cramp in his back or something, and then pitch. He got way down.
I remember Stan. I remember when he played. That was when I got my first set of Crayola crayons.
Yeah, I'll tell him when he comes in.
Well, when my blue moon turns. Here's the leadoff hitter, Ricky Henderson. Has one of the 2 Oakland hits, a double, leading off the first, and then they picked him off at second. Then in the 4th, bounced out 6-3. First pitch by Bannister, fastball, big swing right on through it. Loud letter high, also Henderson from that deep crouch. Now Ricky, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Now comes with the other one. Bannister ready, here it comes, a 1-strike pitch, fastball right there. 0-2. Henderson. It's tough to call a strike on him. Ricky has that in his own mind, his own version of the strike zone. And he will disagree with the umpire, not to the extent of violent disagreement, but just shaking that head. Fisk moves to the inside as the pitch in there just misses, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Outfield swung around to the right. As Bannister delivers, breaking ball down and in, 2-2. Wind still blowing out towards center. Big crowd on hand. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. And we're so happy you could join us on this, the White Sox Radio Network. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Misses the inside corner. Fisk and Bannister both wanted it. And the count goes full. Lloyd nods yes, got the one he wants. Here he comes. Jams him, little ground ball right side. Cruz easily up with it, over to first, and Bannister once again, except for 2 innings in this game, retires them in order, 1-2-3. After 5.5 from Comiskey Park, it's the White Sox 4, Oakland 1.
My neighbor Sam is impressed by titles. When he found out Miss New Jersey drives a Honda Accord 4-door sedan, same as mine, he couldn't wait to tell me. But I wasn't surprised. After all, I said, Miss New Jersey and the Honda Accord have a lot in common. They're both beautiful and highly regarded by the competition. Yes, but Miss New Jersey, cried Sam, a reigning beauty queen with the same car as you. So what? I said, a lot of beautiful people drive Honda Accords. It's the best-selling front-wheel drive four-door sedan in Alabama, Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington. No New Jersey, sir? Nope. New Jersey was a miss.
We make it simple. We will make you reach for the start. You can trust your car. Reach for the start to the products with the star. Reach for the start, the big bright Texaco star.
Get Texaco Premium Unleaded with ethanol for your car. Its higher octane helps knock out engine knocks with a 92 octane punch. Knock out the knocks with Texaco Premium Unleaded with ethanol.
Reach for the star, the big bright Texaco star. Reach for the star.
Bottom of the sixth inning. It'll be the top of the order for the Sox. Rudy Law, Carlton Fisk, and Tom Paciorek to face the left-hander, just 23 years old, out of Monroeville, Pennsylvania, Tim Conroy. Sox with their 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Oakland 1 run on just 2 hits, and they have committed 4 bobbles. Sox picking up 2 unearned runs in the first and 2 more in the fourth. So Rudy steps in. Nice round of applause as he is 2 for 3 this afternoon as Conroy delivers the first pitch, the fastball low. Allman charging in from third. The same for Dan Meyer at first as Rudy shortened the bunt. Rudy with a second inning single and a fourth inning triple, knocking in his 27th run of the year. Takes a strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. Now some wind comes up, starts to swirl around home plate and at the second base area, kicking up some dirt. Here comes Conroy. 1-1 pitch, about a 58-footer. Outside. Goes all the way back, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So one thing for the Oakland outfield, during the course of a ball game, they will get their work in. There's a pitch swung on, chop foul right at home plate. 2-2. They move around out there. The most movement of any outfield in the American League. Of course, they have great speed with Henderson in left, Murphy in center, and Mike Davis in right. First of a 3-game set. Tomorrow evening, it'll be Lamar Hoyt against Chris Cotteroli. Hoyt going after his 19th victory of the year. Next pitch is swung on line in the left. Henderson is there. Ricky hauls it in, and that's 1 out. And in the finale on Wednesday evening, it'll be Jerry Kuzman going after his 11th victory of the year. He's 10-7 against Heimmuller, who is 3-3. Here's the catcher, Carlton Fisk. Carlton has popped to first, struck out, and singled. That was in the fourth, knocking in Rudy Law. That single extended his hitting streak to 9 games as the first pitch swung on line, hard in the left. Henderson looks up. It's out of here. Put it on the board. Home run for Fisk. And he has just broken the all-time White Sox home run record for a catcher, going past Sherm Lawler. He has 23.
Boy, I'll tell you one thing. He smoked that ball. That was, you could hang all the wash on that. It's just a low liner. And that had to sting some fingers out there in left field.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Looked like he was on Conroy all the way, looking at the ball nicely, and you just had that feeling if he made the mistake out over the plate, Pudge was going to sting him, and laid him up. He did. Five to 1, Sox on top. Here's Tom Paciorek. First pitch swung on, little two-hopper right to Donnie Hill, the shortstop. Easy tag over to Meyer. And there's 2 out. Boy, did he... Woo! Lord have mercy, did he
I'll
hit
tell
it.
you, that's like a scalded 2-iron right there. Man, he hit it.
setting the Sox home run record for catchers back in '59 when he hit 22. And as they say, you can take that one down and put the new one up. It's history. Greg Luzinski takes the ball. Bull this afternoon 0 for 3. Reached on an arrow, struck out, and fly deep to right field. Next pitch is drilled right back through the middle, base hit.
Well, the Sox have knocked down a couple of records that have stood for a long time. The rookie home run record held by Zeke Ventura back in, 1934. That now has fallen to Ron Kittle, and now Carlton Fisk knocking down the late Sherm Lawler's record back in 1959.
And talking about the boomer, here he is, Ron Kittle. First pitch from Conroy, breaking ball high and outside. 1-0 the count. Ronnie this afternoon has reached base all 3 times, twice on errors and once with a single. Conroy delivers swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 1-1. Ron in definite position to challenge the American League home run record set by a rookie. That was 37 by Al Rosen back in 1950. Uh-oh, put it on the board. There's 31. Go!
Boy, and it got out of here in a hurry. They got those fireworks out there, and they got that crew locking and loading.
A tremendous blast by Ron Kittle way back up into the lower seats in left center. His 31st of the year, and he now has 84 RBIs. Sox lead it 7-1. Here's Harold Baines as Conroy delivers a fastball up high. The boomer. Mercy. Harold swings and misses a straight change from Conroy, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit deep into left center field. Henderson giving chase. Nobody's going to get there. One hop off the top of the fence is Baines. Rounding second, he's going to try for third. As Henderson overthrew the cutoff man, Harold in safely with his third. Check the, third triple of the season. And the Sox ringing out extra base hits all over the yard.
Now that ball got up there in that breeze, and just like a little piece of paper, it kept on carrying away from Ricky Henderson. Bounced high off the wall. If he gets that ball to the first cutoff man, Donnie Hill, they're going to throw Baines out at third. But he overthrew him. Davey Lopes backing up had the ball. They had no chance to get Baines. And now Steve Boros out to the mound.
So Baines now 2 for 4 on the afternoon, had his 26 two-bagger. That was last inning. Picks up his third triple right here. So Boris has decided that young Tim Conroy has had enough. He'll make a change. And with the pitching change, we'll take a timeout here in the bottom of the 6th inning with the White Sox leading Oakland 7-1.
And now a message from the Chicago Plastering Institute.
The price of the average new home now exceeds $30,000. The mortgage on that average home is usually repaid over a period of 25 years. The monthly payments towards the interest, principal, taxes, and insurance are a substantial portion of a family's income, and most couples will spend the greater portion of their productive years in making these monthly mortgage payments. That is why we say to you, give serious thought to the quality of construction of that new home. At the end of that 25 years, will it still be a substantial structure, or will it be substandard, requiring constant upkeep? One of the high-quality features to look for in that new home is plastering. Plastering adds fireproofing, soundproofing, and permanence. The small additional cost is repaid many times over in the extra benefits which you receive when you demand the added quality of plastering.
Talk to Mike Ditka tonight, right after President Reagan's address to the nation at 7 p.m. on 67 WMAQ Chicago.
Now, right-hander Dave Beard comes on. Beard making his 36th appearance of the year, record of 5-5, and a 5.37 earned run average. He's worked in 52 innings, allowed 44 hits, 32 runs, 31 of those earned. He has walked 31 and struck out 32.
So the line, the partial line, on left-hander Tim Conroy, 5 2/3, 7 runs, 5 earned, 11 hits, 2 walks, 1 intentional, and he had 6 strikeouts. Also Baines, his responsibility at second. As the Sox on top 7-1, 7-11-0 for the Sox, 1-2-4 for Oakland.
You know, the Oakland A's, Kenny, just looking at them, and they've got 17 pitchers on their ball club. It's amazing.
They can do it after September 1st.
Oh, I know that, but I've never seen that many pitchers brought up on a club. They all got records except Bradley.
Vance Law takes the first pitch, a curveball outside from the big, tall right-hander out of Atlanta, Georgia, Dave Beard. Vance 0 for 2 in the game. He struck out, went out to center, and was walked intentionally. There's a fastball up high, 2-0 the count. And our good friend and White Sox team doctor, Dr. Corzett. Richard Corzett came in the booth. How do you like that San Diego chicken there, Doc? He's something, isn't he? 3-0 the count to Law. Baines off second. 2 gone. Here's a 3-0 pitch. He walks him 4 straight. So with Baines at second, Law at first, 2 out. Here's the shortstop, Jerry Dibzinski. Jerry has walked, gone out to left, and popped to right. Sox with 2 runs in the first, 2 in the fourth, 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A couple of home runs, one by Carlton Fisk, his 23rd, and, of course, one by the boomer, Ron Kittle, his 31st. We were talking on the plane last night coming in from Boston as Dibzinski hits that pitch to the shortstop, who bobbles it, now goes to second, not in time. Everybody's safe, and the A's have just committed their 5th miscue of the ball game. Failed to omit it with Baines going into third there. They sent him back to second as the fan interfered with it out there in left center as it took the 1 hop.
Well, he hit that yellow line, and I think the second base umpire, John Shulock, went out there.
Leo Cruz check swing foul.
But they did send him back, so it's a ground rule double, so Baines with back-to-back doubles.
So Baines at third, Vance Law at second, Dibzinski at first. Cruz this afternoon, 1 for 3. Here comes Beard working from the stretch. Swung on ground ball right side. Lopes is there. David picks it up over to Meyer, and that'll retire the side. But the Sox do some damage, and the fans have a lot of fun here in the bottom of the 6th. They come up with 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. 3 men left, and after 6, it's 7-1 White Sox.
If you are about to buy a small business computer, you may find the hardest part is doing the computing. Because besides the basic computer,
$2,995.
You'll need a monitor,
$395.
a printer,
$595.
along with various cables and cards to make it all work together. But now, Apple's done the computing for you and put everything you need in 2 specially priced packages. For small businesses, there's the Apple IIe system with 2 disk drives, Apple Monitor, and Apple Dot Matrix printer. For larger businesses, there's the Apple III system with Profile Hard Disk, Apple Monitor, and Catalyst software. To find out more about the Apple Small Business Package, just stop by or call. You need ring only once.
You'll find Apple computers at Lakeshore Computers in Lake Forest, Illinois, Computer Junction in LaGrange, Illinois, and Microcomputer Center in St. Charles, Illinois.
The White Sox WMAQ. Coke is it. Coke is it. The most refreshing way to make the most of every day. And wherever you go and whatever you do, there's something big waiting for me and you. Coke is it. The biggest taste you've ever found. Coke is it. The one that never lets you down. Coke is it. The most refreshing taste around. Coke is it.
Top of the 7th inning. Everybody having a good time at the ballpark. Sox leading 7-1. San Diego Chicken making his first appearance ever here at Comiskey Park. And with Don Drysdale, I'm Ken Harrelson. Sox with 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Oakland 1 run on just 2 hits and 5 errors. 2 home runs in the ball game coming last inning. One by Carlton Fisk, his 23rd, and one by Ron Kittle, his 31st. So here in the 7th, it'll be Allman, Heath, and Lopes to face Bannister going after his 14th victory of the season. And to call it for you, here's the Sidewinder.
All right, Kenny, Billy Allman has struck out twice this afternoon. He's 0 for 2. 7-11 for the Sox. A run on 2 hits for the Oakland A's, and 5 miscues as Bannister kicks and delivers. Foul right side and out of play.
And a reminder that Monday, September 19th, will be the last family bargain night at Comiskey Park this season. Sox will play the Minnesota Twins, and that's when all $7, $5, $4, and $3 tickets will be just half price. That's Monday, September 19th. For tickets, just dial Ticketmaster at 559-1212.
0-1 the count to Billy Allman as Bannister rocks into motion, and the left-hander delivers. Fouled again right side. 0-2 the count. Bannister again reading the signs of Fisk. Now the left-hander winds. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Foul back and out of play. Count remains 0-2. On deck, Mike Heath. He'll be followed by Davy Lopes. Sox with 2 in the first, both unearned. 2 in the fourth and 3 in the sixth. And the A's picking up their lone tally in the 5th inning on a home run by Davy Lopes. Here's the next pitch to Allman, a breaking pitch low and inside. Billy skipping out of the way. The count 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes a count. Next pitch by Bannister got him swinging. Strike 3, the 3rd time that Allman has struck out this afternoon. Strikeout number 7 for Bannister, and it'll bring on Mike Heath, the catcher. Mike has bounced back to the pitcher, fly to center field. Now Heath stands in. Davy Lopes on deck. Bannister, both feet on the rubber, now rocks into motion. Here's the first pitch to Heath. There's a drive up the alley, right center field. Baines off in a hurry, runs it down. Out number 2. And that'll bring on Davy Lopes. Lopes hit his 17th home run of the year last inning. His last time at bat, I should say, in the 5th. Now there's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Navy at 283, 17 home runs, and 60 RBIs. Having a good year for the A's. Veteran infielder. As Bannister delivers, a little bit low, the count 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Lopes. Change curve fouled away, and the count 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Check that, a ball and 1 strike. There's 2 outs. Bannister with a new ball just kind of tugs at the bill of the cap. Now has his sign and delivers a 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called a fastball. And the count is now 1-2. On ball, 2 strikes. Bannister comes right back with a 1-2 pitch high, ball 2, 2-2. On deck, Dwayne Murphy. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bouncer on 1 hop, hit to Law at third. He goes on across to Pashorek. And that'll do it for the A's in the 7th inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 7th with the Sox leading it 7-1.
No one has to teach an Olympic runner how to run. What I have to teach him is how to run efficiently. That's the key.
Budweiser, proud sponsor of the 1984 U.S. Olympic team, salutes America's Olympic coaches, the team behind the team.
It all gets down to strategy and endurance. When to hold back, when to surge. Because if a runner's not thinking, every minute he's out, he's going to be spending most of his time staring right at the back of the other runner's shoes.
The Olympics take teamwork, and Budweiser is proud to be part of that team.
It's fun for you, for all you do. The king of beers is coming through.
Our teams will probably run 1,000,000 miles to each other. You know what? It's worth it.
For all you do.
This Bud's for you. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Now you can cure your house of the blahs without hurting your budget. Just give it a fresh coat of color with True Test paints from True Value Hardware Stores. Hi, Pat Summerall to say during fall paint savings time, you can get Weatherall exterior latex in 3 durable finishes starting as low as $11.98 a gallon. Weatherall provides your home with high-hiding protection from mildew, stains, and fading. Choose from popular ready mix and custom colors. But hurry. Fall paint savings prices expire September the 11th at participating True Value Hardware Stores.
You're listening to Chicago White Sox Baseball on WMAQ. White Sox Baseball is also brought to you in part by Schneider Cheese and the Lane Bank Group.
As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be Rudy Law to lead it off. Law, Fisk, and Pashorek in that order.
Boy, it's been a long time, I'll tell you, Donnie, a long time for me personally that I have seen in the last, say, month or month and a half, as many fans have as much fun at a ballpark as they have had here at Comiskey Park. I realize it's been 24 years since they've won a pennant, and I think before that it was about 45, but they are just relishing it. Every pitch, every out, every hit, every home run. Now they're waiting for, who was that, Ribby or Rhubarb out there to get off the field. First base umpire Billy Kunkel, he was a little upset. There's a fastball to Law taken high, but they have indeed. They have had a ball, especially since that All-Star break. Here's a drive again down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is a fair ball off of the wall. Law flying around second, and he'll hold right there as Jimmy Leland jumping up and down at third, saying that's all. And he was 100% right. Davis with a good arm quickly got it back into Lopes, who can throw. And if Rudy had tried to go for it, it would have been a dead duck.
Now Law with a leadoff double at second base. He's hit a single, double, and triple this afternoon. And it'll bring on Carlton Fisk, who is 2 for 4. It is 23rd home run of the year. His last time at bat, a couple of RBIs to give him 72. And he has established a new single-season home run record for Sox catchers with the 23. A National League final, Montreal defeated the Cubs 7-3 in front of 40,809. The first pitch, a curveball and an over. 0-1 the count. Gullickson the winner, 14-11. Trout the loser, 9-13. Oliver hit his 8th home run of the year, a grand slammer, his 2nd grand slammer in 1983. Moreland hit his 15th for the Cubs. Fastball is swung on, foul tipped and held, in the count 0-2. After 5, Cincinnati 2, San Francisco 1 on the coast. Houston will be at Atlanta tonight. Negro against Barker. They're underway in St. Louis. Pittsburgh 1-0 over the Cardinals after 1.5. There's a drive up the alley, left center field. They won't get this one. It'll go high off the wall. Law scores. Fisk the second with a double. It's an 8-1 ball game. Carlton getting a break right there from right-hander Dave Beard. Had him 0-2. Threw a fastball up out over the plate, and he just smoked it. Bud's now 3 for 5. 3 RBIs on the afternoon, and he has 73 for the year.
Well, that was just a down-the-chute fastball about letter high.
Now Mike Squires comes on. He will hit for Tom Fischori.
Showtime here at Comiskey Park.
Squires ready to stand in. Mike hitting 207 with a home run and 7 RBIs. A breaking pitch high and away. One ball and no strikes the count. Here's the next pitch outside, and the count 2-0. In that first Pittsburgh-St. Louis game, McWilliams for the Pirates, Allen for the Cardinals.
I'm here at Comiskey Park.
Squires ready to stand in. Mike hitting 207 with a home run and 7 RBIs. A breaking pitch high and away. One ball and no strikes the count. Here's the next pitch outside, and the count 2-0. In that first Pittsburgh-St. Louis game, McWilliams for the Pirates, Allen for the Cardinals. Fastball swung on and missed. 2-1 the count. In American League action, after 7 at County Stadium, Milwaukee leading the Yankees 3-1. Don Baylor hit his 18th home run in the Yankees' 7th. Bruhard hit his 3rd in the 4th with 2 men aboard. So those 2 home runs accounting for all the tallies at County Stadium. The next pitch was low to Squires in the count 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch, high, and he walks it. Well, that'll bring on Luzinski, and Ron Schuler trotting out to the mound again. Heath out there. Well, Schuler's had his say. Back to the Oakland dugout. The Bull this afternoon was on and in there. Struck out, flied to right, singled, and he scored a couple of times. He takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. Next pitch to the Bull inside, and the count 1-1. Fisk at second, Squires at first, a run in. Sox lead at 8-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Check that bottom of the 7th inning. There's a breaking pitch in and over. 1-2 the count. Just a reminder that the big payoff inning is the 8th inning. Baird again ready to go. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing foul back in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch, high and away. The count goes even at 2-2. No action in the Oakland bullpen. Next pitch is a ground ball hit to the hole, base hit left field. Here comes Fisk around third. He'll score. It's a 9-1 ball game. And here's Boros. Well, there was a left-hander throwing. They were loose. They were just watching the action, so that'll be all for Beard. Now they will go to the left-hander. Boros makes his way to the mound. Sox on top 9-1. We have the pitching change. We will take time out. There's 2 runs in. Bottom of the 7th inning. Sox on top 9-1.
Central Tire keeps you on the road. Central Tire has brand names you know.
While the team is changing pictures, think about changing to new Uniroyal tires for your car. Central Tire in Chicago and Cicero, your local Uniroyal tire store, has quality Uniroyal tires, including the top-of-the-line Royal Seal with Royal Sealant to the popular price Steeler. Central Tire also carries tires for light trucks, vans, recreational vehicles, and more. Check on your tires. They might need some relief, too. Stop in at Central Tire today and see the complete line of Uniroyal. Quality, choice, price. Central has a tire for you.
Tire has a price for you. Central Tire there with follow through. Central Tire the best deal in town. At Central Tire we're always around. At Central Tire we're always around. Central Tire.
Central Tire with 5 Uniroyal locations, including 12040 South Doty and 728 South Clinton. Be sure and talk to Mike Ditka tonight, right after President Reagan's address to the nation at 7 p.m. on 67 WMAQ, Chicago.
New pitcher for the Oakland A's, the 3rd of the afternoon, southpaw Tommy Underwood out of Kokomo, Indiana. Underwood with a record of 8-6, 4.17 ERA, has worked in 131 2/3 innings. He's given up 147 hits, 42 walks, 53 strikeouts, and he's thrown 13 home runs. Also of the 31 saves on the Oakland staff, Underwood has 4 of them. So the partial line on right-hander Dave Beard, a tough afternoon and a tough outing for him thus far. 1/3 of an inning work, 2 runs, both earned, 3 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and of course the runners, Squires at second and Luzinski at first, are his responsibility. And also a reminder that before the game on September 17th, when the Seattle Mariners are in town, expert baseball instruction will be provided for fans by White Sox players Scott Fletcher, Mark Hill, and Richard Dotson. Also Ron Kittle with first base coach Davey Nelson, all giving the instruction. Gate 1 will be open at 4:30 p.m. for those who wish to participate in that clinic, and the clinic will last from 5 to 6. That's Saturday, September 17th.
Here's Ron Kittle. Luzinski at first, Squires at second. As Underwood delivers inside in the count 1-0. Kittle tied for second in the American League with his 31 home runs, with the Boston Red Sox outfielder Tony Armas, Jim Rice leading. Next pitch to Kittle. There's a drive hit the center field and hit hard. Murphy
Oh, what a play! I don't know how he caught that ball. That ball knuckled on him. It was hit that hard. He went back, reached up over his head, diving away, and caught the ball behind him.
Well, listen to the ovation from the fans. What a great play by Dwayne Murphy, playing shallow as he always does, regardless of who's hitting. He went back and made just an acrobatic, spectacular catch.
I don't know how. That's one of the finer catches you're ever going to want to see. I don't know how he got back there. Here's Harold Bain. Now they get a little chant going as they put Harold with that little bouncing ball going hair rolled. The ball bouncing back and forth. There's a drive hit into right center field. Murphy going back. It's up in the wind, but he's there to make the catch. Tagging is the runner at second, Squires, as he is held at third.
Jimmy Leland had thoughts of sending him home as Murphy throwing it all the way back in to the infield on the grass part. Harold just missed that one. Got a hanging curveball from Underwood and just underneath it.
Now that'll bring on Vance Law. Vance has walked twice, struck out, flying to center field. Now Squires at second, Lazinski at first. Underwood ready to go. The pitch to Law. Low and inside. Vance skipping out of the way. Jerry Dobzinski on deck. On ball and no strikes to count. Underwood again ready to go. Here's the next pitch. There's fly ball hit down the right field line. Long way to go for Davis. That ball is a fair ball. Lazinski coming around. I believe they will hold him. It hit on the warning track. You knew the breeze had a chance of blowing that ball back fair. It hit right on the line, and Davis thought it was going to go foul. It'll be a double for Law, another run scoring. It's 10-1 White Sox on the 15th hit of the afternoon. Now that run charged to Beard, and here's Jerry Dobzinski with Lazinski at third and Law at second. Underwood delivers high and away, and staggering out of there is Heath, the catcher.
Top of the ninth at County Stadium in Milwaukee. Brewers leading New York 3-1.
Next pitch to Dobzinski taken high. The count 2-0. Paper rolling around in front of home plate. Heath going out to get some. Dobzinski going out to get some. Wind really whipping around here this afternoon as Underwood delivers outside. It's 3-0.
It's been a big factor in this game, and fortunately on the side of the Sox.
On deck.
Fun.
Yes, sir. They have had fun. Fans have had fun, as you mentioned before. Dobzinski takes high. That's ball 4. And it'll bring on Julio Cruz. So for the second straight inning, the Sox bat around, sending 9 men to the plate. Bases loaded.
Luzinski at third. Law at second. Dubzinski at first. Here's the pitch to Cruz as he takes a strike in the count 0-1. Next pitch a little outside. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. Underwood delivers. The next pitch, a ground ball hit to the shortstop hill. He goes to Lopes. They get the force at second base. Lopes falling off the bag. And the side retired, but the Sox come up with 3 runs. On 4 hits, no errors. They leave the bases loaded again. And through 7 complete, the Sox lead it 10-1.
Top of the 8th inning. Comiskey Park, Sox leading Oakland in the first of a 3-game set by a score of 10-1. New pitcher for the Sox, left-hander Juan Augusto, coming on in relief of Floyd Bannister, who went 7 innings, giving up just 1 run on 2 hits, no walks, had 6 strikeouts. For Augusto, his 31st appearance of the season, all in relief, 1-2 record, 4.81 ERA. He's worked in 33 2/3, given up 32 hits, 10 walks, 21 strikeouts. He's thrown 2 home runs, and also the 42 saves on the Sox staff. He has 6 of them. Also, a lot of wholesale changes right now for the Sox. Aurelio Rodriguez has moved in at third base. Scott Fletcher at second. Mike Squires remains in the game at first. Mark Hill, the catcher, and Dave Stegman has moved into center. So the defensive alignment for the Sox. In the outfield, it'll be Kittle, Stegman, and Baines. Infield from first base, Mike Squires, Scott Fletcher, the second baseman, Jerry Dubzinski, the shortstop, Aurelio Rodriguez at third, and the battery of Mark Hill and Juan Augusto. Now for the Oakland A's in the 8th inning, it'll be Dwayne Murphy to lead it off. He'll be followed by Burroughs. Murphy this afternoon against Bannister has struck out twice. Augusto winds, and the pitch is a little bit low, and the count 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. And a new battery of Hill and Augusto. Here's the next pitch. There's a strike with a fastball, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hit to Fletcher in at second base, and off his glove. That'll be a base hit. Now we'll have a runner for Murphy. We'll have to wait and see who that is. Rusty McNeely is running for Dwayne Murphy. Here's the pitch to Burroughs, taken outside, and the count 1-0. Jeff this afternoon has struck out and bounced to third. Augusto sets and delivers a strike over the outside part of the plate, and the count 1-1. So McNeely at first as Augusto delivers outside 2-0. Danny Meyer on deck. We have not heard the official attendance as yet. That's outside, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Augusto again ready to go. Here's a 3-1 pitch. There's a line drive base hit center field. Stegman is there, plays it on a long off, and the Oakland A's have runners at first and second. Nobody out, and it'll bring on Danny Meyer. Now Augusto comes on, gives up two quick base hits, and Danny Meyer will step in. So
Salome Barojas throwing in the bullpen. Here's the pitch to Meyer. Fastball inside, and the count 1-0.
Today's attendance, 43,014.
There's a grounder to, Rodriguez. They go to second for the 2, and they just about had a shot for the triple play. A bouncer. Rodriguez went right to the bag, flew back to Fletcher, and there was no throw to first. Oh, very quickly, 2 outs. And that'll bring on Donnie Hill. 43,014 in attendance this afternoon. An excellent turnout. There's a high pop. Fletcher going back. It is Stegman calling, and in front of Bain makes the catch. He made that catch behind him. So the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits. No errors, a man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th with the Sox leading at 10-1.
Welcome to General Finance.
Hi, remember me?
How could I forget?
Listen, I know how busy you are listening to people's problems all day.
Well, our business is helping people with problems about money.
Yes, I don't have any.
No money?
No, dear boy, I have plenty of money. You gave me that home equity loan last month.
Then...
I don't have any problems. That's why I'm here. I'm what you'd call a satisfied customer.
Oh, well, that makes me very happy.
Well, you were wonderful. First off, you approved my loan the same day I came in.
And you got your money the day after?
Right. You didn't fool me about costs either.
Well, at General Finance, we tell you in advance exactly how much your payments will be.
I was amazed at how much equity I had in my home, and I liked the fact that there was no commission or broker's fee. In fact, I'll borrow again. I'd like to remodel my kitchen.
Well, anytime
Listen, you do commercials. How about using me? I'd be
think...
great. I sing. Elmer dances. Dance for the man, Elmer.
Well...
How about radio?
Call General Finance for a large home equity loan up to $50,000 or for a smaller consumer loan. See the white pages for the office near you. If you're a Sox fan, you've got plenty to cheer about these days. There's the winning spirit that's taking the Sox to the playoffs and the winning taste of Dubuque White Sox Plumpers. Dubuque White Sox Plumpers are the official hot dog of the Chicago White Sox, the same one served at Comiskey Park. They're big on a bun, gigantic on taste, with a mild, meaty flavor Sox fans can't get enough of. So pick up some Plumpers before the next Sox game. That way you'll have 2 things to cheer about. Another White Sox win and the winning taste of Dubuque White Sox Plumpers.
Before we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, let's pause for station identification. This is the White Sox Radio Network.
Listen for Chet Kopic, Jimmy Pearsall, and Jerry Cook tomorrow morning on 67 WMAQ Chicago. Stay with the Sox and stay with WMAQ.
Have a new catcher, Darrell Cias, behind the plate. C-I-A-S. Born in New York. Now makes his home in Granada Hills. McNeely's in center. Here's Stegman, and the first pitch taken up high. Well, they've made some wholesale changes. This is our big payoff inning. Stegman is hitting for Mary Peritano of Chicago. There's a drive up the alley in left center field. McNeely going over. He can't get it high and off of the wall. They call it a ground rule double. So, Mary, you have just won yourself $167. Mary Peritano of Chicago. Now, Dave Stegman doubling off the wall. Boy, that leadoff spot. Having 4 hits this afternoon. With a triple, 2 doubles. Here's Mark Hill. Mark will be hitting for Mrs. Marie Sweet of Chicago. The pitch to Hill is taken outside, and the count 1-0. Next pitch to Mark is a high fly ball hit to deep center field. Back is McNeely. He makes the catch, tagging at second, and moving to third is Stegman. So there's one gone. And it'll bring on Mike Squires, who'll be hitting for Robert Lottig of New Haven, Indiana. Mike walked his first time at bat. Underwood ready to go, delivers a fastball foul back, and the count is 0-1. Underwood again sets and delivers a foul left side out of play. To the count. There's a 2-strike pitch taken low. The count moves to 1-2. Luis Quinones is at second base. Underwood again ready to go. Stegman down the line at third. Here's a 1-2 pitch inside. Squires getting out of the way in a hurry, and the count 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. There's one out. We're in the bottom of the 8th, and the Sox on top 10-1. In front of 43,014. There's a breaking pitch down low. Cias couldn't find it, then stepped on it. Full count, 3-2. Now Squires back in. Underwood reading the signs from his catcher, Cias. Has the one he wants, and the 3-2 pitch is a line drive it into center field. McNeely right there makes the catch. Tagging is Stegman. He'll come on to score, and the Sox lead at 11-1. So Squires with an RBI, and it'll bring on Greg Luzinski, and he will be hitting for Fred Pessin of Chicago. Now the Bull standing in. He is 2 for 5 this afternoon. A couple of runs scored. Underwood from his windup, and the pitch to Greg taken high. The count 1-0.
And for Fred Pessin of Chicago, you got a heck of a shot. And effort-wise, because the Bulls only got one thing on his mind right now, and that is deep.
Takes high, the count 2-0. Breeze blowing out. Ahead 11-1.
Freddie, you're sitting in pretty good shape. 2-0 the count.
Ooh, oh, he just fouled that back.
Mercy.
2 balls and a strike to Luzinski.
He was trying to put that one right up on top of the roof.
Two and 1 to count. Underwood winds. Here's a 2-1 pitch. High pop first base side. It should be play on it. The wind will blow it back. Myers coming over and makes a little basket catch. So the side retired, but the Sox come up with a run on a hit. No errors. They leave nobody. We're through 8 complete with the Sox leading at 11-1.
Let's see now. Cattle feeding economics, dental billing, nah. Obstetrical ultrasound evaluation.
You're listening to a few of the 16,000 reasons why, no matter what business you're in, it's easier to do business with an Apple IIe personal computer.
Insurance brokering system, Arbitron analysis, payroll.
It runs more software than any other personal computer.
PPA partner, BPI accounting, planetary motion. Planetary motion.
And while you're listening, we'd like to mention one more reason to use an Apple. The Apple IIe Small Business System.
Look at all the inventory programs.
A specially priced package with everything you need to get down to business. 2 disk drives, Apple Monitor, and Apple Dot Matrix printer. So drop by and we'll show you all the reasons why.
There it is.
It's easier to mind your own business with an Apple.
Excuse me, let me try a swine rotation analysis.
You'll find Apple computers at System Source in Chicago, Wallace Microcomputer Center in Peoria, and Bloomington, and Illinois Microcomputer Center in Naperville.
Let's see, 12 typewriters cost this.
You've invested a lot in the tools of your trade.
2 word processors.
You want them to pay off.
3 copiers, that's one page.
You want to keep them busy.
6 phone lines, they belong in this column.
That's why you also invest in the Yellow Pages, where your ad is on the job in homes and businesses.
5 executive chairs, brown leather with brass.
The Bell System Yellow Pages. It's the small investment that keeps your big investments paying off.
Well, 15 not so executive chairs.
Go White Sox!
Left-hander Guy Hoffman comes on to take over the pitching chores for the Sox as he will face Davis, Henderson, and Allman. And a reminder that this broadcast is brought to you under rights granted by the Chicago White Sox solely for the entertainment of its audience. Any retransmission of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the White Sox is prohibited. So 1,714,163, and they can applaud themselves as they set a new all-time Chicago attendance record. Now Mike Davis stands in. Hoffman, ready to go to work, checks with Hill. Now the little left-hander winds and delivers a ground ball base hit through the hole on the left side. And Davis is aboard. Well, we'll go to the top of the order, and it'll be Peters coming on to hit. Now, Ricky Peters comes on. He's in left field, taking over for Ricky Henderson. Peters, a switch hitter, hitting .273 on the year. Without a home run, he has 17 RBIs. On deck, Billy Ullman. Hoffman ready to go to work, and the first pitch, a high hopper hit to Rodriguez, goes to Fletcher in a hurry, who doubles him up. Just like that, 2 gone. Boy, the instincts of Rodriguez are remarkable. Just remarkable. Very quickly, 2 outs, and Billy Ullman will stand in.
Man, Scotty Fletcher turning that double play at second base very nicely. Just took 1 step back and then fired a rocket over there to first. Peters runs well. 128th double play of the year turned by the Sox.
Billy Ullman takes the first pitch down low. Ullman's had a rough day. He struck out all 3 times at bat. Next pitch is a drive up the alley left center, playable. Kittle moving over. This should do it. And that is out number 3. So the ball game is over as the White Sox take the first game in the series. The final score, the White Sox 11, the Oakland A's 1. Will return with a wrap-up of today's game right after this.
just improved on Alexander Graham Bell's invention with their own master electrician telephone accessories you install yourself. Hi, Pat Summerall to say even minor changes to your phone service can be expensive. So more and more people do simple rewiring themselves. Just follow the easy instructions to install jacks, extend wires, replace coils, and more. Then call an old friend and recommend Master Electrician telephone accessories exclusively from participating True Value hardware stores.
Back at Comiskey Park with Don Drysdale, this is Ken Harrelson, and what a beautiful day it has been in every respect. A beautiful afternoon, had the breeze blowing out, 87 degrees at game time, Labor Day, and we were so happy that you could join us on this, the White Sox Radio Network, as the Sox open up this three-game set against the Oakland A's with an 11-1 victory. Floyd Bannister picking up his 14th victory of the season. He's 14-10 and 11-1 to score today's game since the All-Star break. Tim Conroy was the loser. He is 6-8 on the year. 43,014 in attendance, and that sets the new all-time Chicago attendance mark. Cubs had it back in 69 with 1,674,933. So the Sox, now, their total attendance on the year is 1,714,163, and almost a shoe-in to top the 2 million mark, something a lot of people thought and said would never be done here in Chicago. Also, with the 9 extra base hits, that's a season single high for the Sox in the extra base hits category. A couple of home runs in the ball game, one by Carlton Fisk, his 23rd, which breaks the all-time Sox record for catchers set by Sherm Lawler back in 1959. Also, Ron Kittle blasting out the boomer from Gary, Indiana, blasting out his 31st home run of the season. He has a shot at the all-time rookie record of the American League of 37, set by Al Rosen back in 1950. So just a great day all the way around. Sox now with a record of 78-59, 19 games over the 500 mark. Once again, the final score. It was our White Sox 11, Oakland 1. And be sure and stay tuned for the post-game coverage of today's game on this, the White Sox Radio Network.